welcome to the channel. This is the Little Yellow House Project, and if this is your first time tuning in, please go check out the other videos. This week, we're gonna be installing and leveling off all of these cabinets. We've had the company come out and do the template, so hopefully we will be getting countertops soon. Now, we've been running into some big issues with these cabinets, and it's no fault to the people who we purchased them from. It's more so on the delivery end. This is the second time we've gotten a damaged cabinet from them, and they're sending out a third, but it's really starting to delay what I'm doing. Hopefully the third one comes in and that one's in good shape. These things are about 1,300 bucks a piece, $250 to ship, and they're eating all the cost on these. So I don't know how they're doing it. Luckily for us, I think between the two damaged cabinets, we might be able to salvage it and make it into one cabinet. That's what I'm hoping. So stick around and you'll see how we installed all of these upper cabinets. All right, so today we have a very important job to do. We got to cut out this sink base and install this stainless steel farmhouse apron sink. There's nothing quite like buying a brand new cabinet and then cutting it to pieces to really get your anxiety going quite like this. So let's take some measurements, 5 times, 6 times, maybe 7, get this thing marked out, and I'll cut out the face of it. And I also got to build a cradle, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. All right, so this sink is 32 and 7/8. 32 and 7/8. Some farmhouse sinks have bevels to them. I don't think the stainless steel ones do. I think that's more of a ceramic one, or your typical porcelain. Yeah, this has straight corners. So whatever we cut is gonna be what we cut. All right, and then the sink itself is 9 inches deep. And of course this cabinet is RO 29 and 6 7/8 deep. So we have to cut this out. I think it actually works out pretty well, because where this has been joined together with 2 pieces, I think I'm basically just cutting on that line. Let me just double check. No, so I gotta take a little bit more than that. I'm gonna use painter's tape for this. I have some around here somewhere. All right, so when you're cutting anything, really, for that matter, you should always set the depth of your blade only to pass through what you're cutting. Like just a hair past what you're cutting. So you can see right here, just the tip of this tooth is coming through this side of it. I could try cutting this while it's in place, but I think that would be a mistake. It'll probably be so much more difficult. So I'm gonna take it out, flip it on its back, and then cut it. I have my meta glasses. I'm gonna try to record it. You're gonna wanna clean that up with a jigsaw. But let's get the sink and see if it fits in. Pray it fits in. I'd say that's good. It fits in pretty nice. I gotta make the cradle or else this thing won't stay in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna notch it right here, and I'm gonna sit this piece of wood right down inside that notch. Wood is always stronger when it's standing on edge, not like this. All right, so you see how this cross brace works? Now all I gotta do is screw it in, put some glue in between here so that it's nice and tight, and then I'll screw it into the cabinet walls, and all the load will be transferred directly to the floor, not the base of the cabinet. This will make it a lot stronger. All right guys, now that we've got the base cabinets leveled and installed and the sink is in, this part of it is ready for templating. So I can move on to installing these upper cabinets. Still dealing with the damaged cabinets, the tall one, I'm still waiting. So we won't be installing that one, but I can start installing the rest of them. I know I want to put these cabinets about 18 inches off of my countertop. So my countertop is 1.25 inches. I'm gonna measure right here, 19.25. And I'm gonna come over here and measure this 19.25. So let's see how good we did on leveling these cabinets. So I got 19.25 here and 19.25 over there by the refrigerator. I'm gonna use the DeWalt laser level to set a line. Press this thing to this line over here. All right, so I've got my laser right there on that line. Now we'll come over here. And this one is on this line. I'm about, I don't know, a 1/16 of an inch difference right there. But I've got all of these base cabinets leveled real nice with the tops of each other. So that might be just a little discrepancy. So now I've got my line. That'll be the bottom of my upper cabinets. And I'm gonna try to install some of these by myself. We'll see how that goes. I might need some help. I don't know. I might screw something to the wall because I'm doing tile backsplash anyways. It'll cover holes. Maybe I'll screw a ledger on and I'll sit my cabinets on top of that while I finesse them in. Again, super optimistic about that. It could go good, it could go bad, and I might need help anyway. So let's jump right into doing that. All right, so all these upper cabinets have to be brad nailed together. So I'm gonna do that. And one of the most important things when you're installing cabinets, always start with your corner cabinet and work your way out. Let's see. Like I said, I added blocking inside this wall across the whole top because I didn't want to be searching for studs when I went to hang these cabinets. A little bit of prep work goes a long way. If you're framing something out and you have the option to kind of think ahead and add blocking, do it. It'll be so much easier for you. Same thing with like stairs. When you're building and framing and you're going up a set of stairs, you know you're gonna need a handrail, add blocking. Save yourself a ton of time. That's a beautiful thing right there. I like easy. let's pop up this next cabinet. Done. One more. And this is the last one, so let's hang it now. Done. All right, all that's left is to figure out what the hell's going on with these large pantry cabinets when they finally send me a good one. Pop the cabinet doors on, screw them all together, and make the last final adjustments to it. And the upper cabinets are all done. It's looking good in here. All right, bring that over here. Come on. Come on, little batato. Book. Freshly unwrapped, brand new cabinet door. Okay. I'll see you soon. You got Kira? Yeah. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Again, everything's, I got to adjust everything in here, so I'm nowhere close to being done adjusting these, but I don't think there's any joy in that, so I won't bore you with adjusting all of these. It's something I'll do off camera where I wanted to wait till the end of the video to give my review on these RTA style cabinets. So I'm going to go through a couple pros and cons. We'll start out with the cons first. Con number one, the instructions were absolute garbage. They weren't very good. There's some videos on their website, but they're a little bit older and they didn't cover everything. Con number two, some pre-drilled holes for the L brackets that hold the cabinet faces and box together while the glue dries, they were misaligned. And you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world and it wasn't on every cabinet, but it is a con, not a deal breaker. Con number three, design options going to be a lot more limited than custom cabinetry. I mean, that goes without saying. You can only pick out the sizes of cabinets that they have available, and then you'll have to use fillers and other things to get it to fit in your space. Con number four, and the thing I probably struggled with the most on these cabinets, was I kept getting damaged cabinets. And that's not really the distributor's problem. It was more so on the shipping end. But just be aware that these are getting shipped in flat pack, and that makes them real vulnerable to bad shippers. It happened 3 times. We had gotten damaged cabinets. And if you were on a time crunch, that could really slow down a job. So be wary of that. All right, now for the pros. There is a huge saving aspect when you're doing RTA style cabinets. I spent about $8,900 on all of these cabinets, and seriously, they look like they should cost way more. I've gotten nothing but compliments on these. The quality is great and they look incredible. Pro number two, and it's a pro I mentioned in the cons, because after you get past the fact that the instructions aren't very good, the cabinets go together real easy. When you put one together, after that, it's almost copy paste. A little bit of things change, but not too much. So they are very easy to put together. I would say almost anybody with any drill skill and handiness could do it. Now this is gonna be pro number three. The RTA cabinet store that I purchased these from, they had an in-house design team and they did an incredible job. I sent them the measurements that I was kind of working with, and they did an awesome job doing the rendering and all the design for the cabinets that I wanted, for pulls, drawers, doors, island, everything. So that aspect of it was really great. I felt like I was building a true custom kitchen. My final verdict on these RTA style cabinets, would I buy them again? Absolutely. Would I recommend them? Absolutely. I think they provide an incredible value for money. Are they perfect? No. But if you're willing to roll up your sleeves and put in a little hard work, you're gonna get a cabinet and kitchen that truly feels custom, and you're not gonna be disappointed. At the end of the day, it just takes a little bit of hard work to build something great. And I think that's exactly what I've done here. So if you're enjoying this content, please do me a favor, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe. You're not gonna wanna miss out on the next one, because we finally have countertops. And this kitchen is coming out awesome, guys. So stay tuned.